Good morning and welcome to the Daily Calibration, the show that helps you start your day the unshakable way, clear, focused, and in control. I'm your host, Will Carter, and today, before the day begins, I want to invite you to just take a moment for yourself. Before the world starts pulling your attention outwards, before all the messages and the tasks and the noise of the day, I want to invite you to pause for a few moments. Because there's something simple and powerful that I want you to remember today. This is something that you already know, but is oftentimes forgotten in the hustle and bustle of daily life. You are in charge of you. It sounds simple, doesn't it? Almost too simple. But when you actually live from it, everything about your experience begins to change. Think about it. You are 100% in control of you, but not the world, not other people, not the circumstances that will unfold today. Those will always be in flux. They will always be shifting. They're not yours to control. Change is the only constant. But who you are being, even while those circumstances are happening, that is yours completely. And once you really see that, something changes. You're no longer waiting for the world to be perfectly lined up before you feel how you want to feel, before you act how you want to act. It starts internally. And if you think about it, this is how we would want it to be. If the world could change who we are being internally, then we are not free. But when we understand that we can change who we are being, regardless of circumstances, well, then now we have an internal freedom. And when we really spend a moment to think about this, understanding that today is going to be what today is, things will happen, plans may change, people may say things that we don't expect or even like, and moments will always come up to test us, to test our focus and our patience and our direction. That's part of the game. It always has been. But none of that has the authority to decide who you are. That is yours. And most people don't even realize that they give their authority away every day. Something happens that they don't like or prefer, and they will react to it and say, well, I am this way because of that. A thought may appear, and they'll follow the thought, or an emotion in the body, and they will embody it, they'll become it. And it feels automatic, doesn't it? It feels normal. But there's something a little deeper going on here. Between the stimulus and the response, as Viktor Frankl said, there is a moment, a space. And you can learn to notice it, even now. Just go ahead and bring your awareness internally for a moment. Direct your attention inward. Go ahead and take a slow breath in and out. And again, in and out. And notice that. Notice where your attention goes. As you begin to settle internally, you notice thoughts may be there, sensations in the body may be there, but you are the one aware of them. You can see the thought before it hijacks your awareness, your attention. You can feel the reaction in the body before it turns into an instinctive reaction. You can notice this as you go about your day today. Notice the exact moment where something external will try and pull your attention. And in that moment, there is a choice. This awareness, that gap, is where your power sits. And when you really get this, when you understand that you are not the thought or the reaction, those are programmed responses. You are the observer who notices and then decides. That is your power. And it's a massive responsibility, but it's complete freedom at the same time. Neville Goddard would say it was easier living when you could blame another, because taking this power means accepting 100% responsibility for you. We can no longer say, well, I am angry because of this person. We can no longer say, well, I am this way because of my past. It becomes a decision. I choose deliberately who I am being moment to moment to moment. And I'd like you to ask yourself that question right now. Who are you choosing to be today? Not based on circumstances or progress or anything like that, but by decision. And as you consider that, just notice what comes up within you. You might get a clear answer, or there might be some hesitation. There may even be that voice that references the past, telling you who you have been, as if it is a prison sentence on who you must be. I'd like you to just notice that. Because even that, in that moment, is something that you can become aware of. And if you notice it, you have the power to decide. You don't have to follow it. So now take a moment and deliberately choose who you are going to be today. Who do you choose to be? Would you like to be more relaxed today, more consistent today? The version of you who is focused and calm regardless of circumstances. And as you choose that, really step in and embody it. Make it real to the moment. Let your body reflect it. Feel your chest open up a little and your breathing deepen. And really allow that quiet sense of internal control to be here. You don't have to exaggerate it or force it. Just be really, really clear that you are the one who's choosing deliberately the state that you will occupy. From this internal position, everything becomes much simpler. Now, when something happens out there in the world, you will have a programmed reaction. But if you can become aware of it as it's happening, you don't have to follow it. You are now free to choose who you will be instead. This is the ultimate freedom, and it doesn't require anything and anyone outside of you to change. It requires that you deliberately choose, moment to moment to moment, who you are being. Because remember, you get to decide the meaning of everything, and the response, and the standards that you will hold for yourself. That is what it means to be unshakable. Not that everything always goes your way. That's a very fragile position, to say that I'm only okay if things go my way. To be unshakable means you choose and maintain your internal state regardless of circumstances. So today I want you to keep this really simple and practice the art of staying aware, holding that internal position no matter what happens outside of you. And don't expect yourself to be perfect. Just notice every time that your attention drifts back into the old, conditioned, reactive way of being, and simply reposition yourself. That is how you practice mastery. So go ahead and take another deep breath, in and out. And remember the truth that we reinforce every day. And remember, you don't get what you want in life. You get who you are being. So the only question that matters today is, who are you being, and will you remain in charge of you? So, go forth, have an unshakable day, and I will see you for tomorrow's calibration.